Hi, third graders. We are going to work on another story today in our RAS. So you're going to log on to my RAS, Ms. Santora's RAS, and you're going to look for your name. If you can't find your name, look for one of the word names. The password is books, all lowercase. You're going to look for your assignments, and the assignment today is called Ocean Animals. As you're reading this text, we are going to look for the main idea and the key details. So as you already know, most informational texts will have a main idea. So this is what this text is mostly about. The details are what helps us understand the main idea better. So while you're reading this text, you're going to keep the main idea in mind and think about the details that support it. And I'll talk a little bit more about that after I preview the words. So we're going to read Ocean Animals. Let's just take a look at the focus question. How are ocean animals the same? How are they different? So as you're reading this text, I want you to be thinking about those questions. How are the ocean animals the same? How are they different? And then we have our words to know. So I'm going to just skip this page and go back to the glossary at the end. Just give me a minute. Up here we go. The first word is blend, to not be noticed because of likeness and appearance. We learned about this in another text we read about, I can't remember what it was about, but it was about camouflaging animals. Endangered, in danger of dying out completely. Latching, fastening or attaching to another object. Lobes, rounded or curved sections of bodies or organs. Mammals, warm-blooded mammals that have hair or fur. Pollution, the act of or result of putting harmful materials into the air, water, or soil. Predators, animals that hunt and eat other animals to survive. Prey, animals that are hunted and eaten by predators. We've spent a lot of time on prey and predators. The last book we read when we were still in school was the book about birds of prey. And I know Philip was really into that book, and he was telling us about different predators and how some of the birds were predators and would hunt other birds or animals. And the last word is reptiles. Cold-blooded animals that are covered with scales or horny plates. Let's go back to the beginning of the text. And if you notice, as I'm previewing, you'll see real photographs, which is a feature of informational or nonfiction text. Again, the story is Ocean Animals. And as you're reading, you're going to be reading about different types of ocean animals. Before you begin reading, I want you to take a look at the graphic organizer. I had already recorded the main idea for you. So the main idea of this text is there are many different kinds of animals that form the ocean community. Some live in water while some spend time on land too. So you're going to be reading about the different types of animals. Your job at the end of reading is to pick 4 of the animals you learned about. You are going to type right here, type the name of the animal, and you're going to give 2 details about that animal. So for example, let's look at the dolphin. I'm going to read you this section, and I'm going to explain to you how you're going to type that or write it in this graphic organizer. If your typing skills are not great or you can't type for some reason, just get a piece of paper out. As a dolphin, my sleek body and strong tail help me swim fast. I live with other dolphins in a group called a pod. We whistle, click, and squeak to talk to each other. I have to swim to the surface a few times a minute to breathe. Because I have a large brain for my body size, please consider me among the smartest animals in the ocean. I like to eat fish. So on my graphic organizer, I would write the word dolphin, and then 2 details about dolphins. 1, they live in a group called a pod, and 2, they have to breathe on the surface. So although they're swimming in the water, they still need to come up to breathe. So you are going to do the same routine that we normally do. You're going to read the text. You may listen to it first, read it, then fill out the graphic organizer, pick an animal, and give the details about that animal. So 4 animals, 2 details each. Submit it to me. Then, if you can, record yourself reading. And I look forward to hearing you reading. If you have any questions, just let me know.